Did MrBeast fake it all? The man who turned generosity into viral content may not be as genuine as he seems. From jaw-dropping giveaways to life-changing challenges, there is more at play than what meets the eyes. Starting his YouTube channel in 2012, Jimmy Donaldson, popularly known as MrBeast, was uploading simple content such as playthroughs and reaction videos. Eventually, however, he found his way to the current niche of the channel, challenges and charity. MrBeast started to go viral with challenges such as reading the dictionary or watching paint dry for several hours. His mixture of ridiculousness and discipline empowered a channel that took off. Although his ridiculously difficult to make videos helped him take off, it was the giveaways and challenges that MrBeast organized that gave him the kind of popularity he has today. Videos such as the $1 million giveaways, planting trees, or friendly, lighthearted contests made the audience believe in him and secured his position as the nice guy of YouTube. The idea of his success is not in spectacular actions. It is in the unique approach to creating content that focuses on helping other people, especially his subscribers. His formula was simple yet effective. This is why when you link high stakes with high rewards, you are likely to go viral. But first, let's get some background. Remember Chris Tyson, MrBeast's lifetime sidekick, his number 2, or to put it simply, the Luigi to his Mario. Everything seemed great until Chris found himself entangled in a scandal that would have any red-top tabloid journalist rubbing his or her eyes in disbelief. Creepy things were said and done by Chris, and that is when fans decided to question the pureness of the MrBeast squad. But this was just the first glimpse. The allegations were shocking. People began to tell tales of comments that should not have been made, interactions that were not proper, and a feeling of discomfort in discovering these things about their once favorite YouTubers. Of course, the internet proved to be a goldmine for the issue. Forums turned into wars of opinion, and Twitter was filled with hashtags. Some fans dismissed the Chris Tyson controversy, while others felt deceived and wanted to hear it from MrBeast himself. MrBeast, however, remained tight-lipped at first. No press releases, no tweets, nothing at all. This was highly peculiar for a YouTuber who constructed his entire channel around honesty and interacting with the viewers. And in that silence, the speculation found room to grow. Viewers found themselves asking if MrBeast was protecting his friend, or if there was something more sinister going on. And then, amidst the chaos, came Dogpack404, a name that sounds like it belongs to a hacker from the 90s. However, unlike other people who go on the internet and mess around, this man had a goal. He released only one video. But that one video was enough to stir the internet up in a frenzy. Titled, "I Work for MrBeast and He's a Fraud," the video can be described as an exposition of what went on behind the scenes in MrBeast's YouTube channel. In a tweet by Dogpack404, MrBeast's empire is not a solid gold castle, but a house of cards built atop faked videos and rigged challenges. If any of this is true, it could be the biggest YouTube scandal ever since someone decided to livestream in a certain Japanese forest. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Dogpack404 did not simply state that MrBeast was staging videos, but asserted that he knew how due to insider knowledge. This included cases of employees signing NDAs, threats of legal action on anyone who opened their mouth to speak, and the culture of fear that surrounded the MrBeast team. First up on this list was that MrBeast's videos were practically reality TV shows. Fake. It's like finding out that your favorite magician is not making the rabbit disappear. Dogpack404 believes that MrBeast's team relies on CGI, orchestrated events, and even some acting to make the challenges appear far more difficult than they are. Remember that one MrBeast video when the contestants were trying to avoid a rampaging train to get to the other side? According to Dogpack404, that train was as real as your last New Year's resolution. But wait, there's more. The contestants in these so-called random challenges? Not as random as they were thought to be. Dogpack404 claims these individuals could be employees specifically chosen to make everything look tense and action-packed. Suddenly, that once rags-to-riches tale that you were so excited about seems as real as a movie. But it is necessary to understand that faking content on YouTube is not a completely new phenomenon. We have witnessed prank channels being caught faking the pranks they were staging, and of course, the reality TV shows that are an open orchestrated secret. But when it comes to MrBeast, It is real people with real money on the line in real-life scenarios that is the foundation of his whole persona. It is not a mere scandal that Dogpack404 is associated with, but a huge betrayal of what fans believe MrBeast stands for. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more interesting, here comes Mac. No, not the computer, although this story is just as riddled with bugs. Mac was presented as a random man who wanted to participate in one of MrBeast's challenges. But here's where things get suspicious. Official documents indicate that Mac relocated to the MrBeast hometown just before featuring in the video. Coincidence? I think not. As it was later suggested, Mac was already working for MrBeast and even living in a luxurious house which was, you'd never guess, paid for by MrBeast. If Mac's story is fake, it would mean that MrBeast's channel is not so innocent. That would make it the manipulative creation of a person skillful in steering the audience's emotions to make them subscribe. Let's discuss the grand-scale dares. You know, those projects that make MrBeast and all his crew members go to the extremes to entertain us. Well, as per Dogpack404, they are not as real as they are portrayed to be either. One of the popular ones was when MrBeast and his crew were in their yacht supposedly on the sea for 7 days. Sounds intense, right? Except for one little problem. That time-lapse footage is peppered with some rather obvious continuity errors. Then there's this one challenge where contestants were in a race against time to unlock a series of rooms. As stressful as that looks at first glance, the water valves that the contestants were turning with such force were not even hooked up to a water source in the first place. Picture yourself believing that you were in the middle of the most intense match, and then learning that the game wasn't even being influenced by you afterwards. Lastly, Dogpack404 has argued that those epic giveaways and challenges are in such a manner that MrBeast is never a loser financially. By the time you have purchased that merch or entered that lottery, he has made his share of money, regardless of whether the lottery gains him anything or not. And what about such promises of granting big amounts of money that can change lives? Some fans claim to have never received the prizes, and it felt like you bought a winning lottery ticket only to find out that the prize is an old coupon that gives you 10% off the price of gas. If you're still watching, you must be asking yourself what all this means for MrBeast. If anything he has been accused of is true, the consequences could be dire for him and all YouTubers. We're talking about lawsuits, fines, and a PR nightmare. Still, there is the ethical issue that is coming into play here. MrBeast made his channel the good guy channel, the guy who fulfills people's wishes and makes their day. If that image is broken, it can take years to regain it, if it's possible to do so at all. Because at the end of it all, trust is the key currency online. Without that, you might as well yell into a vacuum, out into the nothingness, and no one would care. What's next for MrBeast? Will he be able to get back up after this, or is this downfall already solidified to the point that it can't be undone anymore?